Hi everyone. The instructions are a little bit different for this PDF because nature is really difficult to read. And the thing I really didn't want to do is have you quit or start cherry picking in the reading because it's so hard. So I did the cherry picking for you. And when you go scrolling through the document, you're going to see that I have some parts highlighted that I think are particularly important. For your comments, I don't really want you to focus on the front matter here that I've highlighted. Front matter meaning the kind of that explanation part. I do want you to read it. And I highlighted the parts I thought were most relevant, not only for general knowledge of Emerson, but also for connections to other things that you're learning in this class. So forgive the any seasickness you might feel while I'm scrolling down to the essay part. I do want to get down into the essay. Okay, so it begins here. And you'll see off to the side that I have the instructions that the commenting instructions are the same for students in the class, but I've set some limits. And the limits are that I want you to work in the parts that are highlighted in yellow. And what I want you to do is choose a passage from anywhere in the highlighted areas and try to put it in your own words and do that for your initial posts. So your two initial posts will be taking a crack at basically translating Emerson because it's tough to read. And I'll tell you from just knowledge of reading and teaching for a long time, as well as scholarship and studies on how people learn, that when you try to paraphrase, it's a tremendous learning moment because you actually can't paraphrase if you don't understand something. So if you start trying to struggle with something and you can't do it, maybe move to a different passage. But I also want to say here that struggling is actually okay. That's where we learn the most. And so it's okay to go in here and say something like, all right, this is my attempt, or I'm not sure about this, but here's what I came up with. Be okay with not feeling like you have to know it 100%, because I think that the beauty of this perusal, this particular one, the way I've written these instructions, is that I'm looking for you to then reply to each other's translations and add to them or say, well, okay, I think that too, but could he have meant X, Y, and Z? Or is it possible he is trying to say blah, blah, blah? And so you'll see when you scroll through, again, forgive the any mess that you might see, that you can see the long chunks of it are in highlighted areas. As you move through the essay, I will tell you for sure that I have the most famous lines are highlight in the highlighted sections. And when I say that I'm looking for you to translate something, I'm talking about you just taking like, like a section like that, a line or so. This, by the way, is the most famous part of the essay, and one of the video lessons I have that goes along with this is associated with this part, and you'll see that. So, and this cartoon, I love the cartoon. It's a parody. He's a friend of Emerson, but he was kind of poking fun at him at the same time. And you'll see then you start scrolling, there's a little bit more white space as you move on. That the first essay, the first section of the essay, Nature, is the most famous, has the most famous lines, but there are some gems along the way that I hope you discover and translate. See if you can paraphrase, and we'll see what you come up with. Thanks for watching.